A billionaire putting his money where his mouth is. The founder of Patagonia is giving his company away. It's worth $3 million. His goal to fight climate change. Instead of selling the company or taking the brand public, he's giving it away. Yvon Chouinard transferred his nearly 50-year-old outdoor clothing brand into a trust and a nonprofit. And get this, his kids were offered but did not want the company where they both still work. In a letter about the decision, Chouinard says he is reimagining capitalism to save our home planet and that Earth is now our only shareholder. You know, Judge, you can question his judgment, maybe, but not his generosity, right?
I don't know. Because
you think he has an angle?
Yeah, I do. But, you know, I'm not a tax lawyer, so I don't know. But the entire business platform...
He's paying tax. He paid $17 million.
Yeah, I know he paid $17 million on $3 billion. But the entire business platform is about helping the environment, right? That's what they do. So why are they turning it into a trust? And does that help, and nonprofit, does that help them tax-wise? I don't know. I'd have to speak to an attorney about that, to a tax attorney.
You don't really question this guy. I mean, come on.
I don't know what to question. Well, he gave his company away, but it still is a company that has a trust and a nonprofit. They're going to give money away. How do you know where the money's going?
Right.
I think that is greed, Greg, still good?
It always is. It's one of the greatest things ever invented. This company, a company has to be in trouble. That's all there is.
It's not in trouble.
Yes, it is.
So.
Yeah, his kids don't want it. That's a sign. No one wears Patagonia anymore, except for weird people who hang out in the park, walking their imaginary dogs. And how convenient after he's made billions of dollars off people for his overpriced garb in order to traipse around the environment, starting campfires and beating trails into the pristine wilderness. And then you kill assorted fish and game, and now you want to give up the company because you're old. You made all your money. So now look how great I am. Shut up.
He uses sustainable products.
That was an artificial stance.
I like that. Good one.
But aren't we hyper suspicious then?
No, I think, well, look, I don't care what he does with this company. I don't care. I think that the children don't want the company, but I have a feeling that they probably never need to work another day in their life anyway. So I'm sure that this is part of the structuring, that they're not going to be homeless out of this. And the other thing is, Arc'teryx makes much better clothing anyway. But in all seriousness, this is nothing in regards to climate change. You can fight climate change, but nobody's talking about China. All they want to do is talk about capitalism and how that's a problem. China's building like 10 nuclear coal-fired power plants a week. Yep. And they don't have to do anything until 2030 to start reducing emissions, like we believe they will even do that. And I just have to read this from a climate scientist, Peter Kalmus. This is what he said. Imagine if every billionaire did this. It would be the end of capitalism. Also, I bet it feels fantastic.
Yes.
Those billions have got to be chains weighing down the soul. And most billionaires don't even realize it. They become addicted instead. This is about feelings.
Yes.
I don't know about that guy. He doesn't sound like a lot of fun to hang out with. Guess how much Jeff Bezos gave to charity, to climate change specifically?
Let's go 10 bill.
No, just $2 billion. I thought $2 billion was $2 billion.
Well, what's he worth?
I have no idea what he's worth.
Bill.
Okay, well, then he's cheap. You know who I feel bad for here, Geraldo? The rightful heirs. They asked the sons if they wanted the company. They never asked the grandsons. If you're a grandchild and you're sitting on a fortune in your future, and then your grandfather and your father just give it away to some trust that you'll never have access to, I mean, that is a lawsuit waiting to happen. I'm going to blow your mind, Geraldo.
I can't wait.
Prepare to have your mind blown. You remember how we shut down the entire global economy for about 15 to 20 months? Do you think the amount of carbon dioxide in the air increased or decreased?
No idea.
It increased. It increased. We did everything the liberals wanted. We shut down factories, people stopped driving to work. Airplanes weren't flying. Everything shut down. And carbon dioxide in the air increased. We're thinking about this all wrong, Geraldo.
Yep. You know the thing about inheritance? There's no more bitter fight than over unearned money.
I'll fight pretty hard over earned money, too.
The fastest is up next.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.